unanimously. Okay, we're gonna adjourn the redevelopment agency of the County of Monterey. We'll go to reconvene the regular Board of Supervisors meeting. And we have quite a few referral items. Do you want to try to get at least one of these out? Let's go to item number 12. Is consider options for the county's popular mark and take action to either select or adopt a preferred mark or provide further direction to staff on the development of the mark. And hopefully we can crank this out in 15 minutes. Because I know Supervisor Lopez has an event for his staff. And then the supervisor, after this, you want to just, we'll pick up the rest after lunch? Good? Okay. All right. So after lunch, we will pick up items 13, 14, 15, and 16 that we were not able to get through on the morning agenda. No problem. It happens.
Yes, it does, especially with a computer that's not mine. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Although it's not. Oh, there it goes. In the interest of your time, I realize your time is precious. I'll go as quickly as I possibly can. Chair, Honorable Chair. Good morning, honorable members of the Monterey County Board of Supervisors. I'm here before you today with great enthusiasm and pride to present a culmination of countless hours of hard work and creative collaboration by a team of professionals within the county family. Our collective efforts have yielded an exceptional array of options for the county's alternative branding, referred to as a popular mark. The journey to this moment has been marked by unwavering dedication and commitment to showcasing the very essence of Monterey County. Each concept we present today has been carefully crafted to creatively represent our beautiful county and offer departments an opportunity to connect with their target audiences through a customer-friendly branding. Our team is eager to share these outstanding options with you as we firmly believe they encapsulate the spirit of Monterey County and present a fresh perspective on branding. We understand the importance of visual appealing and impactful mark, one that resonates with both our internal stakeholders and the community that we serve. In this presentation, we'll aim to provide you with a comprehensive overview of the creative concepts we have developed. We have taken into consideration various factors such as departmental requirements, aesthetic appeal, the ability to leave a lasting impression on those who interact with our county services. As you review our offerings, we are confident that you will share our excitement and appreciation for the hard work that has gone into this process. We firmly believe that these options present today will not only meet your expectations, but exceed them, leaving you thrilled with the results and confident in your ultimate choice. I want to express my gratitude to our entire team, which includes Arturo Roque from the Human Resources Department, Ina Gutierrez from the Health Department, and of course, Maya Carroll from the Communications team. Who have contributed their expertise, passion, and dedication to this project with tireless efforts to be standing here today. So here we go. We're ready to embark on what we think is going to be an engaging and exciting presentation. So we took your advice to heart and we came back with a number of options. You'll remember that we'll refer to as the Rock of Gibraltar because everyone thought it was a rock. So we move on from the rock. Got to have a little humor and levity in our presentation today. And we modified it a little bit to be a little bit more colorful and resemble the colors of our beautiful county. But we didn't stop there. We continued on with a number of other options to include this option, which is a more contemporary approach to branding. And as you'll see later in the presentation, lends itself very, very nicely to departmental branding as many departments have requested. And so we have another option. This is option 2B of that first family that you all received with a little bit more vibrancy in their colors, of course. And as you see the elements of this, the cypress, it's not the lone cypress. So Pebble Beach, no worries. It's a cypress tree, however, and the ocean and of course the fields and the mountains. And this is another version, item 2C, with the demarcation of the County of Monterey in a different location to create this arms around the county idea, so to speak. Then we also went to a different option, creating a more circular option that would be complementary to the county emblem. And there's some significance to choice B and C. The stars represent the cities, the incorporated cities within the county of Monterey. So, and of course, the hills, the valley, and going into the ocean, and of course, the beautiful sun over the Pacific Ocean. And then finally, incorporating some wildlife into couple of our designs. You can interpret it as a whale if you'd like. They're out there today and they were out there all weekend. But we have the merging of the valley and the sea. So we had 4 very exciting options which you were presented with. And I want to show you an application and a practical application at how they might be used by a department. Oh, I beg your pardon, there's option 5. This is a takeoff on the county flag that's behind you. This is a unique opportunity to utilize a graphic asset that the county already has, and by creating another opportunity for branding for the county. My only caution on this one is that it could be confused with the county emblem. And so I think, if staff's recommendation was that we don't create another emblem, that we actually create a brandable mark. And so here's some simple sample implementations for it. And Mary's Eve, our treasurer tax collector, was kind enough to let us use her department as the model for how it might look, with the placement of the department name along with the mark. And as you can see, the symmetry is very well in all of these 6 examples. I will say, without prejudice, that the treasurer tax collector's preference and her staff's preference is the top row. They really found that to be very attractive and very amenable to a friendlier approach to marketing their department, as opposed to using the county emblem. Of course, you received all of these in your packet. I also would like to make note that in your packet, you were given a white paper that talks about the philosophy behind a popular mark. And there was a rendering error with the PDF, the original PDF. And so I gave the clerk of the board another copy to give to you all. Draw your attention to page 2. The county of San Diego just recently unveiled their new popular mark, in addition, as an alternative to their county emblem, and that is on page 2. I dare say that I think ours is better. So with that presentation, I would love to hear your comments and get some more feedback, because that is important to us.
Thank you, Mr. Pasculi. I want to thank you for you and your team and everyone who helped to come up with a few more options for the board to consider, and taking into account the feedback the last time this came before the Board of Supervisors and before the public. So there's some good options here to consider. So we'll just open this up for my colleagues first. Try to express your choices here, because we need to make a decision in the next few minutes. Who wants to go first? Supervisor Askew, and then, let's go Supervisor Mary Adams. Go ahead.
Thank you. Thanks very much, Nick, for the all the time and work and effort that you and your team have put together on this. And I feel it is a dramatic improvement over some of the ones that we saw before, including The Rock.
Thank you.
Which sounds like an actor to me. But and as I look to this, I had a question for you before I even talk about the one that I prefer. And that is, when is it appropriate to use the logo, our emblem, versus the quote popular mark?
Great question, Supervisor, through the chair. As you recall, we approved Board Policy G140 a few weeks ago, which talks specifically about the times when it is appropriate to use the popular mark. And it is generally, to summarize, is in a more consumer-friendly approach to marketing or branding the services of the county. Some departments have requested to have their own logo. As you know, many departments do have their own logo. And so the idea of developing a popular mark in this case would be to, in essence, save the county money in the long run, because the logo development is expensive. These were all done internally, so there was no out cost to the county. But also to create some consistency, which is something that the board charged me with when I first joined the county back in February 2022.
And so I was going to ask my next question, which was just, why do we need one? but you're saying it's essentially, it's just to be a little more user-friendly, to be a bit less formal and a bit more sort of open or
Correct. That is
appropriate or approachable. So I think then I will tell you that where's the drum roll? My choice is the one on the upper left-hand corner, which I think is I want to make sure I